So happy you could be with us again. I am with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group of Food and Wine Sommelier of the Year. The group includes where we are: Blue Jacket Brewery. You've also got Owen's Ordinary up in North Bethesda, which is great to go sit outside, a little outside bar, inside bar if you want it to be cooler. Check that out if you can. It's booming up there. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too, buddy.
What do we have on tap this week?
Well, this week is a very special week for beer lovers because it is the week of Belgian National Day, which is Belgium's 4th of July.
Do they make beer in Belgium?
They do, indeed.
Oh, they do?
They've
Okay.
started, yeah.
Okay. Who started?
And so back in 1831 or something, Belgium incorporated, broke away from the Netherlands, and King Leopold became the monarch. And they celebrate that every year on July 21st. So that is now, and we are celebrating that with one of my absolute favorite breweries in the world, De Ranke, and one of my favorite beers from them, which is called Kriek De Ranke.
I mean, that's saying something, because I don't even know how many hundreds of breweries you've ever been to, but I know it's in that number. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, that's dynamite.
Incredible
And we haven't
Kriek.
done a Kriek in a long time.
I know, it's been a while. And this is a really cool one because it blends so many different brewing traditions. So Kriek indicates cherries, of course, and this has been steeped on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of Polish cherries. De Ranke is a brewery that was founded in the mid-90s by Nino Baccelli and his friend Guido Davos. Two great guys. Nino is a very good buddy of mine. And they started De Ranke as a way to offer a counterpoint to the big brewers of Belgium and say, we can be small. Belgium used to be small. It used to be small artisanal producers, hand making their products, eschewing sweet, strong, and similar for diverse flavors, often very hop driven. And so De Ranke actually refers to the ranks and rows of hop binds in the hop fields over there. So they're known for hoppy beers. XX Bitter is probably the beer they're most well known for. But they also experiment with wild beers, funky beers, and oak-aged beers. And so they started making Kriek De Ranke in 2000, and it's a blend. What they do is about 70% of this beer is a blend of oak foeder aged beer that's kind of funky and brings in that oaky flavor that we have here. Some fresh beer that's aged in a stainless steel tank for about a year. Then they blend it with lambic. So they go to another classic Belgian style. They buy it from Girardin, which is an old 19th century lambic producer and farmer that's still around. Very small family operation. And about 30% of this blend is lambic, so a little bit of funk, and the spontaneous fermentation of lambic is there, some acidity. And then, in this case, they finish it on those Polish cherries. So you've got lambic, you've got pale beer, you've got oak-aged beer, and you've got a wonderful cherry complexity.
Now this rings in at 7%.
Yep.
Is that typical for a Kriek or a lambic?
It's a little bit stronger. Normal lambic
you can't taste it.
Yeah, you can. No, it's very mild. Typical lambic is around 5% or so, 5 to 6%. And in fact, before the cherries are added, this beer is sitting at about 6%, but the additional sugars from the cherries spark a re-fermentation that will increase up to about 7% alcohol.
So many other parts of Belgium I have to see. I've been to Brussels, been to
Bruges.
Bruges. Yes.
And this is, so where De Ranke is in Hainaut province, which is in the south in Wallonia, but everything's so close. I mean, Belgium's the size of Maryland. So if you're in Bruges and you drive it's probably like an hour, a little over an hour south-ish, you'd hit these guys, and they're right near the French border, and not far away from another one of the best breweries in the world, Brasserie Thirier, which is in northern France, right across the border.
Let's go.
We should go. Yeah,
Tomorrow.
I was just going to say that.
Tomorrow. We're off. We'll see you in a week. What would you pair it with?
So since it's Belgian National Day, I'm thinking of Belgian food, and you should go to the Sovereign if you're ever looking for this beer. We always have it there. But I love this with rabbit. All sorts of charcuterie, anything salty and meaty, whether it's cured meats or sausages or pâté, steak frites, beef stew. The carbonade flamand is fantastic. But if you're not interested in any of that or don't have a Belgian emporium nearby, I think this is just phenomenal with any meat you put on the grill. Texas barbecue, It's great, like that sweet, rich brisket or ribs would really work nicely with the sour fruit character in this.
Delicious. Well, here's to Belgians here, there, and everywhere.
Cheers.
Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another beer of the week.